Husker fan Sam McKewon with the Omaha World-Herald and HuskerExtra.com here at Aviva Stadium, where Nebraska will play Northwestern in Dublin, Ireland on Saturday. It's a beautiful day, football weather for sure, about 65 degrees, a little bit chilly, not very windy, especially in the stadium where it doesn't feel like the wind gets in here at all. And Nebraska football coaches and players talking after practice. We got the two coordinators and we got a couple of defensive players, Luke Reimer and Ty Robinson, and then Gabe Irvin as a running back. From the coordinator perspective, look, the way they kind of structured coming to Ireland is they were going to kind of fly them overnight, and then they were going to keep them up all day on Tuesday, which is kind of what they did. They came over here and they had a hard practice. A lot of the guys were really dragging. They were really tired. They kept them up all day until about 10 p.m. Ireland time, which is 4 p.m. back in Nebraska. And then they went to sleep. And they felt like they got a pretty good night's sleep. And then they came to practice this morning. Offensive coordinator Mark Whipple said it started a little slow, but that it got better as the practice went on. I think by the end, based on everything that we heard, the tempo was pretty positive. I'm sure the defense was helped by the fact that they had black shirts hanging in the lockers, 9 of them. 9 Huskers got black shirts. None of the new transfers got them, so a guy like O'Shawn Mathis is going to have to wait a week, as is cornerback Tommy Hill. They're going to have to wait at least one game before they get one. I think Eric Chenander just wanted to make sure that the guys who got them had been in a game with Nebraska so that they could see how they responded on the field of play. And so that's part of why they didn't give those to the newcomers. On the offensive side of the ball, Mark Whipple, he's always kind of the same way. There's a little bit of grouchiness there, but there's also a little bit of positivity. I think he's ready for a game. There's no question about that. It feels like the offense is doing okay. He says, let's get out of the first quarter without giving the game away. And he said that's how a lot of camp has gone, right? That there's been this sense of they're not getting a lot of touchdowns to start practice, but at the same time, they're not making huge turnovers, huge errors. And again, they're going against Nebraska's defense. We don't know how good Northwestern's defense is. They had to replace a lot. So it's possible that Nebraska's offense comes out here on Saturday and is able to run the ball, and it's just a completely different atmosphere than they've had in camp. The other thing that I think was notable is Gabe Irvin, the running back, came out and he said, we are going to run the ball downhill, and we are going to try to run through contact and always lean forward when we get tackled. I think there's a sense in that running back room and in the offensive line room that they want to run the football, and they have to do that with the running backs. They're going to try not to involve the quarterbacks too much. We'll see how it happens as Nebraska goes here. They're going to practice here tomorrow, just outside. If you go right outside here, the practice field's right over here, and it's right next to some houses. It's really an interesting place where they decided to put this stadium. So they'll practice here again tomorrow in the mid-afternoon. We'll be able to see about 30 minutes of that practice, and then they'll have kind of a walkthrough, a shorter thing on Friday, a pep rally at 4:30 Dublin time on Friday, and then of course the game is here Saturday night. I think the vibe is they're starting to get over the jet lag, and there's a little bit of positivity there, but I think at the same time you can sense that Nebraska's getting a little keyed up. You got the sense from Mark Whipple today that he's ready to play a game. I think you get the sense from Eric Chenander and some of the defensive players the same thing. We'll see how the vibe is tomorrow. We'll talk to Frost tomorrow, and we'll see what he has to say. All right, well, this is Wednesday in Dublin. We'll be back on Thursday. It'll be me and Amy talking about the showdown and other things. For the Omaha World-Herald and HuskerExtra.com, I'm Sam McKewon.